Hello and welcome to Mountain Patriot Homestead. I hope you forgive that I look a little rough this morning, but we've been outside doing chores since early, and I thought I would run in while the mister is outside taking care of something else with a neighbor. And I wanted to show you a grocery store haul that I did yesterday. Now, I have not done a real haul since before Thanksgiving. I done a small one around December 5th or so, but I've not done a larger one since before Thanksgiving, and this one is not a large one either. I had ran into Benton Dent to pick up one thing, but they always have such great stuff that I kind of got sidelined and found some extra things. So I just wanted to show you what I picked up. Now, I always get the comments of, we don't have this type store in our area. I get that. We don't all have access to the same things. However, these type of videos that I put out are meant to encourage you to look in your area for whatever it is that you're needing at discount prices. If you're doing a home project and you have one of those, I can't think of the name of it right this second, but if you have one of those used home discount places, seems like it's the Salvation Army or somebody has those. If somebody knows what the name of it is, put it down in the comments. But where you can go buy used windows, paint, flooring, all types of things, lighting fixtures, all types of things for home projects. Sometimes there are ranching projects that you can find used goods for that are still perfectly good, but you can use them. And I just happen to be fortunate enough that we have Benton Dent, the Harrison Benton Dent, that is in the same town that I work in, and it is so wonderful. Words got out. It was packed yesterday, but I am glad to see that, because if any business deserves to win and to go places, it is our local businesses. Please support local businesses. Anyway, I just wanted to share with you what I picked up yesterday. It was a small haul, but I still made pretty considerable savings, so I just wanted to share with you. Now, before I get too far into the video, if I put this at the last, nobody, I think, watches videos to the end, so I want to say one thing. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and in the comments, if you see any item that I talk about today that you would like to see me do a video on using a particular item in a recipe, let me know in the comments, because that just kind of gives me ideas of things to do and lets me know if you're interested in any of this or not. So make sure that you let me know down in the comments if you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not. Commercial's over. All right, the first thing that I picked up is a Mondo jug of ketchup. Now, that is what I went in there for, was ketchup, because my husband likes his ketchup, and we were on that last squirt out of the ketchup jar, or bottle. So I went in, and they had the 4-pound jugs of Heinz ketchup, in date, good ketchup, and 64 ounces cost me $4.99. When you see me look down, I have my notes here, folks. I can't remember diddly. So $4.99 is what I paid for the 64 ounce of ketchup, and regular price was $7.22 if I got it at a regular store. Now, when I say regular prices, I'm talking about, I go online and look up to see what the most reasonable price, usually Walmart, because I can pretty much find anything at Walmart, and most folks have a Walmart nearby. So I look on Walmart as much as I can. Walmart just don't carry some things that I find there. But Walmart had these, $7.22. I paid $4.99, so that was a savings of $2.23. At the end, I'll tell you what my total savings were. As I'm ducking down, just setting things out of the way in case you're wondering also what I'm doing. Now, my other half does not like mac and cheese. I do. And I miss having my boys at the house because they liked mac and cheese, and I didn't feel like a pig for making a whole thing of mac and cheese for himself. So I picked up some mac and cheese because this is really good mac and cheese, and it was 99 cents for each box of mac and cheese. This one here is a sharp white cheddar, and this is just sharp cheddar. I love cheeses, and I love particularly the sharp cheeses. So this Cracker Barrel brand for 99 cents a box, that normally would be $3.68 with a savings of $3.68 each, which means that together I had a savings of $5.38 for both those boxes. But wait, there's more. I also found the Velveeta brand, and this one was a bacon flavor. I love bacon. And this one is made with 2% milk, 2% milk cheese. I suppose that's supposed to make me feel better about eating it, but I know better because I can still see the calorie count down here in the corner. But 99 cents a box for this. It was $2.98 if I got it at a regular store. So for both of these boxes, I saved $3.98. The next thing I picked up. Always check out if there's buggies sitting somewhere. Check buggies, because I found a whole buggy of items that it was all canned stuff except for this. Was canned things that had lost their labels. Well, I really didn't need any canned stuff, so I didn't pay much attention to them. But I did find this. Now, the first thing my husband asked was, well, I don't know if I want to eat something that don't have a label on it. And I'm like, honey, I recognize this jar. This is like Great Value mayonnaise. And if it's not, it's Hellmann's. It's got the blue lid. It's mayonnaise. And the best if used by date is 11 of December 2024. Well within date. This is good mayonnaise. We go through a lot of mayonnaise. So I picked it up. 29 cents. 29 cents is what I paid for it. Even if this is Best Value and not Hellmann's, because they both have those similar blue lids, Great Value is $3.34 for a jar. I paid 29 cents, so I saved $3.05 for a 30-ounce jar of mayonnaise. Yes, I did weigh it, that I know we're going to eat before December. And the next thing I got, we love sauerkraut. And I can make sauerkraut, but we don't eat sauerkraut so often that I just keep a barrel of it made up. So I don't mind paying, this was 99 cents for this big old jar of mayonnaise, and it gives me a good glass jar to use. 32 ounces of sauerkraut. That's a lot of sauerkraut. And it was 99 cents. Regular price would have been $2.98. So I saved $1.99 on, is that right? $1.99 on this jar. So again, not a bad savings. You're not going to find coupons that's going to save you that much money. Now, let me see what's next. Oh, Planter peanuts. My husband loves peanuts. Peanuts and pretzels. Peanuts, pretzels, and jerky is his go-to snacks. If I had cake sitting out or I had this type of stuff sitting out, he's going to go for this type of stuff. He loves it, which is good because it's probably more healthy. I'm no nutritionist, so I'm not going to swear to that, but at least it's protein. So we'll go with that. So 16 ounces here is what this is. It's dry roasted, honey roasted peanuts by Planters. I paid $2.29 for it. Regular price $3.28. So that saved 99 cents. You know, $1. That's still $1. Can you find a Planters peanut coupon for $1? Probably not. So I didn't feel bad about that purchase. Now this one, maybe not so much health food, but it's Jell-O pudding. He likes vanilla pudding. He also likes the cooked kind, you know, the kind that you stand, you know, he don't like the instant. He will eat the instant, but he doesn't like it as much. And I have to say, I'm more fond of this type too. 49 cents is what I paid. $1.48 in the store. I just don't know when pudding got so expensive. I mean, I could make homemade pudding, you know, that would be fine, but still, you know, it's quick, it's easy, you grab it off, and it can be thrown in other dishes. So, you know, 49 cents, regular price $1.48, so I saved another 99 cents. The next thing I get, and if you've watched any of my hauls before, you know that if I see White Lily flour, I snatch it up. I like White Lily for bread making. And this little 2-pound pack, I paid 79 cents for. Regular price, $3.39 is the best price that I could find for it. Other places were a lot higher. So $3.39 was the best price that I could find for it, but still $2.60 in savings. And I just got flour all over myself. But anyway. Now, the next two things I got, of course, not health food, could be made from scratch. Folks, I do promise, there are some things I make from scratch. These grocery hauls that I show you, it's just stuff that I grab and stick in a hole and use it for when I need to make things quickly. Or, a lot of it I add to other recipes. But that's neither here nor there. I don't guess we need to explain to anybody why we buy stuff, but for whatever reason, I just thought I might. But this is something I hadn't seen before. I didn't know Dolly Parton made cake mixes, but apparently Miss Parton does. And this is a Southern style coconut flavored cake mix. Now, I love a good homemade coconut cake. Love them. You know, them big tall ones like grandmas used to make with, you know, this big 4-layer and had the beautiful icing and the coconut. I love them things, but does take some time to make them. But Miss Dolly has come up with a cake mix here. I paid 79 cents for it. Normal price at the store, $2.98. So I saved $2.19 on this cake mix. So $2.19 just on one cake mix. I picked up white cake mix. White cake mixes are always good to have around because you can adapt them to other things. Throw some chips, you know, chocolate chips in here. You know, you could throw fruit frosting, you know, fresh fruit in between the layers and frost it. There's so many things. You can use it and make crumbles with, you know, the crumbles like on top of cobbler. So there's so many different things that you can use for just a plain cake mix. But again, 79 cents, regular price, $1.38. Means I only saved 59 cents, but again, 59 cents, I can't. I don't know about y'all. Maybe y'all live somewhere where there's really good coupons. Where I live, I get no coupons. I would have to live in town to get coupons in the newspapers. We get no coupons out here. If we get anything, it's going to be for Burger King or, you know, some fast food place is all we'll get coupons for out here. Well, I don't eat at those places maybe once a year, and that's if we're traveling somewhere and stop in somewhere. But yeah, maybe y'all get good coupons, but I don't get any. So this is my way of savings. And another thing that I got that if you've watched any of my hauls before, you've seen me get, and it's this I don't know if it's Nido, how you pronounce it, but it is a milk powder. It's a probiotic. It's a powdered milk beverage. It's powdered milk is basically what it is. It's powdered milk. And I buy this because I use it just like powdered milk because that's what it is. but it does have some extra minerals, and it's got vitamins in it, and it's probiotics. And I paid $9.99 for this. At the regular stores, regular cost, $22.98. So I saved $12.99 on that. The only thing that I'm not dragging out to show you is in the freezer, because I just wasn't going to pull that back out and go, here's a bunch of frozen chicken. The spicy breaded frozen chicken breast. Again, not a health food, not as good as homemade, but like today, when we're working outside and we're busy outside doing things, it's really quick. Run in, stick them in the air fryer, fry some up, and either have them with, I don't know, French fries or chips, or, you know, throw it on a sandwich, or, you know, with a side, or mashed potatoes and green beans or something. I mean, it's so easy to make a meal quickly when you're busy. And so I bought 5 pounds yesterday for $8.99, real chicken, and the normal price at a store, $21.50. So I saved $12.51. So what does that all calculate to? I spent $32.58 on this stuff here. $32.58. If I would have went to a normal store, I would have spent $83.85. That's a pretty broad span. How broad? I saved $51.27. I don't know about you, but I can find ways, other ways, more enjoyable ways to spend $51.27. Putting it toward other bills, or just, I don't know, a new fishing pole. Whatever you want to spend that $51 on, you know, I've got it to spend. So I just wanted to let y'all know that get out there, look for those savings. It may not be food places that you're saving it in, may not be grocery hauls, but it could be thrift stores, it could be used home supplies, whatever it is. Look for those ways to save, and first and foremost, enjoy life. Love y'all. Talk to you later. Mountain Patriot Homestead, signing out.